Longaevus.
Longaevus is quite literally the worst legendary sword for
PvP. Its Z and X skill are quite slow and very easy to
avoid as they are bad in air combat. Both of its moves are also extremely similar, making the
variety of this sword for PvP very low. The only way for this sword to be usable in PvP at all is
to have a fruit that has very long stun, something only Do
can do since Awakened Quake was nerfed.
Longaevus used to be great against NPCs and raids until they decided to nerf it for honestly no reason. It used to be able to reach 66,000 plus damage with its moves. Before they nerfed it severely, they have rebuffed it recently, but with accessories, it still only manages to reach 30,000 plus, which is half of what it used to do. Overall, this sword just isn't good for PvE at all. Its only benefit is its decent AoE. Honestly, this sword is not worth it at all, having a drop rate even lower than weapons that are better than it. This sword brings nothing to the table. For damage, I have to give Longaevus a tier. Its damage is still good, however, its old damage is what made this sword
worth using at all, remember.
For PvP, this sword gets an F tier. I can't give anything above that. There is literally only one fruit in the game that makes it
possible to hit with Longaevus, but that was nerfed too, which makes Do users really rare anyway.
For PvE, Longaevus gets a C tier. It's good at attacking crowds of NPCs and its cooldowns are somewhat short, however. Its damage nerf once again has impacted its effectiveness in grinding. For worth, I have to give it a D. This sword is mostly for flexing purposes, and for being a 0.1% drop item, it has very little going for it.
Fortunately, it's valuable in trading due to its rarity. Overall, Long gets a C tier. It's an average score, but for a sword of
this rarity, that is quite bad. If this sword was never nerfed, its PvE, damage and worth categories would all go up, possibly landing this sword at a lower tier.